Hello guys, another video from my car as every Friday on this channel. Not that much about Laravel as a technical framework, but more about career and productivity with my advice. And today let's talk about your plan B if you're struggling with development jobs. This is one of the biggest topics these days in 2024. Layoffs, budget cuts, and stuff like that. So even if you do have a job currently and you feel safe, maybe it's time to think what if. So if, God forbid, you would be fired or laid off or the company is closing, you would have at least a plan what to do. It's always good to have kind of insurance in mind. So today I want to list 6 things, 6 paths, 6 potential solution options, what to do, what to switch to if you are laid off from your current development job. Or in fact, 2 of those points you can do within your current company to stabilize your job position. So advice number 1 out of 6 is to be a better developer, become a better, more valuable developer. And this depends on the situation. For some developers, it's getting deeper into your current tech stack and just make your code more reliable, more effective, maybe adopt new tools and just perform your job faster, more reliably, and more kind of with a feeling of stability, because your managers and your teammates need to know that they can trust you with your work. Another sub option is to broaden your tech stack and learn something new so you would be more valuable to the company, not as your current tech stack, but maybe also with something else. For example, if your company has a blog, maybe it's worth for you to learn the basics of WordPress to help with that one. Maybe something with mobile apps, something like that. So broaden your stack at least on some level and be more valuable. But basically advice number 1 is to become more valuable, better developer. And this is, to be honest, the easiest path for us as developers because we don't get out of our comfort zone that much. Now, the other pieces of advice are out of comfort zone. So option number 2, advice number 2 is become a business developer, business guy, so to speak. So within your current company, also think how can you be valuable with advice that turns to business side. Be more involved in meetings, in project management, in discussing the budgets, the plans. Talk to managers and stakeholders. How can you be valuable from business side? How to cut costs if possible, how to earn more money. Basically think more, not that much about technical side, but what your technical features that you're currently working with can be valuable to the company. Or maybe some features could be postponed, delayed, or even not coded at all if you provide a business case for that decision to the stakeholders. In other words, your managers and stakeholders need to know that you care about their side, about their world, about the business profits and loss, which makes you much more valuable than just a developer. So that's in the same company. But what if you want to leave, or maybe you're forced to leave, and what are other options with skills of development? Option 3 is pretty popular, is to go freelance. Try to find clients individually from time to time, maybe for contracting for 3 months or 6 months, or maybe on Upwork or job boards or elsewhere for a particular project. That said, in 2024, it's much harder with so many layoffs happening, and those layoffs are filling the freelance market, dropping the prices as a result. So in 2024, I wouldn't advise that option that much. But if you have sales skills, or if you know people that would hire you as a freelancer, or if you have a niche with much less competition, it's a viable option, freelancing. Option number 4, path number 4 is your own product. So create your own software product or whatever product and try to sell it. I've tried that a few times with different software products like our Quick Admin Panel code generator, and let me tell you, it is hard. To achieve financial results, again, you need to have sales skills and marketing skills. It seems like as developers, we don't go out of our comfort zone and we're building the product with brilliant idea, but at the end of the day, someone needs to sell that product to earn money. And then it also comes with overhead of like taxes, maybe hiring extra people if you need. So investments, stress. So in my opinion, it's totally out of comfort zone of being a developer at a company. So I would advise that option only if you have good idea that it's also researched. So you actually made a researched market research, asking people if they would buy it and got the positive answer. And also if you have that skills inside you of sales and marketing, or if you're okay with partnering with someone like a co-founder or maybe hiring someone to do that for you. Option number 5 is to become a content creator like myself. So currently I'm earning money mostly from content creator, not directly from YouTube, but from courses, from premium content. But let me tell you, it took quite a while. So yeah, it is possible to achieve, but first you need to have kind of a talent, not even talent, maybe wanting to create content constantly, whether it's YouTube or blogs or whatever form. Basically, it took me like 10 years or so of just blogging to start earning real money, and then it grew kind of like a snowball. So you need to like to create content constantly, then deal with negative opinions sometimes, come up with right idea, then also work on the packaging of the content. So for YouTube, things like titles and thumbnails are very important. So it's not just pushing content and courses out there. So if you see the success stories of people selling courses and earning like $10,000 from them, usually it's very long story behind that before that sale. And also again, you need to have sales and marketing skills anyway, similar to previous options. And the final option would be totally out of comfort zone. Maybe you have a second profession in you that it's time to remember it. I know a lot of developers go to something like woodworking or 3D printing or something like that, totally unrelated to writing code. So maybe instability in job market for developers is opportunity for you to remember your talent that was kind of written off years ago. Of course, it's very individual, so I don't have advice about that. But still, as a plan B, you may think about some hobby that you may turn into a job or maybe a business. So yeah, these are my 6 pieces of advice, 6 options, what to think about if you feel unstable in your current job market. As I said, it's always good to have kind of insurance in your mind and at least plan B. But I think the most straightforward and the least out of comfort zone is the first option, to just become a more valuable developer in your current company. So think about what you can do inside of your company and to be more impactful and valuable to your stakeholders and managers. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.